Alright. Hi, and welcome back to Once Upon a Tiny Farm. My name's Drew. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing this new chicken feeder and waterer set from Roosty's. Now, I have worked with Roosty's in the past, but actually for this video, I bought this with my own money. I saw this on the channel of, I think her name is Rose Hips Rewritten. She has a really cool Instagram account. Like I said, I got this Roosty's feeder and waterer set. I saw somebody else promoting this on their Instagram, and I knew I wanted it right away. So I'm going to try to put this together as soon as I can, because the chickens are hungry. I'm a little late feeding them today. I'm going to pull everything out. The reason that I got this is because I've been doing a lot of experimenting with their feed, specifically making rice and beans for my chickens. And what I like about the rice and beans is it also comes in a liquid, you know, the liquid from the rice and the beans. I like to feed that to them too. However, if I'm throwing it just on the floor of their run, one, it's dirty, and two, a lot of those nutrients just wash away into the ground and they don't get to eat it. In a situation like this, if I could keep them up off the ground, they'll get all of those nutrients in the water and it'll be cleaner for them. So that's a win-win. Also, this will be up off the ground, so it'll free up more space in what's already not the biggest run in the world. So it'll be, their food won't have to be on the ground, because I'm gonna actually hook this onto the door that is in front of the run where I go in. So this will be up off the ground. It'll be really easy for me to put feed into this. So that's what I'm trying to do here, and I'm going to try to put it together as fast as possible and feed the chicks. Comes with a kind of a cool sticker there. Yeah, I'll put that on one of these. So here's the feeder, the inside of the feeder, how it works. You got this guy on the outside, a little rubber guy there, and you got to tighten this on the inside so it's facing down. And then they give you this as like a rain guard to keep their food from getting wet when it rains. So that's kind of nice little add-on. All right, they gave you these brackets to hang on, so you can hang this up off the ground, which is what I plan to do. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It also comes with legs on the bottom, so you could just fold these out and put it on the ground if you want. But what I found, my chickens always knock these kind of things over, so the less that I have on the ground will be better, so I won't have to clean as much mess up. So I'm going to hang this on the door that goes into the chicken run, and I think this is going to be great. They'll be able to come a little bit up off the ground, I'll have it, and they'll be able to go in here and eat the food. They'll have to put their heads in here, so there'll be less waste. This is really cool. Here's the other thing I liked about these feeders and waterers. They've got anti-roost lids, although I'm sure my chickens would find a way to roost on this. It won't be easy for them for sure. But this is really cool though. Do I have this back? I don't know. Very nice. That's a very sharp looking feeder. I think my chickens are going to give me a high five after I put this up in there. Now let's put this waterer together. All right, so these are the watering cups. It looks like all you have to do, they tell you to put this rubber washer on here and then just screw these into the hole. There's 2 holes for these cups. So they actually give you an extra one too. So in case something happens or they break or something. That's cool. Is the dinosaur trying out the new waterer? What's the dinosaur think? What sound does he make when he's drinking? Oh no. Now he's gonna drown. I don't think dinosaurs can swim. You know chickens are supposedly dinosaurs? Alright, so I got their feeder here, and I got their waterer here. I didn't put the lids on, I gotta fill it up, but they came with a nice funny sticker, and I put it on the waterer there. So now their waterer is up off the ground, and their feeder's up off the ground. So now I'm gonna fill it up actually with their rice and beans for today, and I'm gonna fill this up with water, and then we're gonna watch these guys go to work. All right. So I'm hopeful these are gonna work out nice for me. The waterer, they seem to like. I just put the lids on top because they were trying to get in through the top because they saw me filling them, and they were trying to eat from the top of this feeder here, so I covered it up. But I've seen them eat through the holes like they're supposed to. So that's good. This is how I've been using that tub on the ground there to feed them the rice and beans lately, and I like that, but they still knock that over all the time. So now that these are stationed up on this door here and on that wall there, everything's up off the ground now, and now I'm actually going to take that out, and I might use that in my quail pen for like dust bathing and sand, because they like to do that. They really seem excited about the water, so that's good. My only issue will be in the winter, those will freeze. But they gave a different set of nipple waterers to replace these. So I think you're supposed to do that in colder weather. I don't know, I don't have any experience using those before, but I'll have to figure something out for the winter so these don't break, because I can see them freezing and breaking. But I like what I've done. I think the chickens are going to be happy with this. I'd like to see them eat the rice and beans out of this feeder. A little bit more. There you go. You guys got it figured out. All the food's in there. That wasn't too hard. You gotta stick your head in there. You got it? Now you guys hopefully won't poop in your waterers anymore. There you go. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I think I'm liking this so far. As you can see, they got the liquid and the food to eat. You can see the liquid actually fills up to the top through these holes, and then once they get through that, they can eat the rice and beans. Will come down. They're not getting everything though. It would be better, I think, for my chickens if there was like a bigger just open hole on the side so they could get everything, because I'm noticing each day I come out here, not everything is gone because they're not able to reach everything that's in here. So that's one thing I don't like about this, but I'm gonna keep using it. They have figured it out a little bit. They see where the heat's coming from. They're sticking their head in there to get the liquid and the food. It's got this nice lid on top that's not flat, so they haven't been roosting on the top or attempting to. Sounds like a liquid is leaking out of the front, so yeah. Go ahead, get your food. As you can see, the water there looks frozen, but hopefully that'll defrost and they'll be able to get some water later today. So I like this feeder and water, but I don't love it. It's not perfect. I think maybe a simpler kind of trough type thing that's up off the ground that would allow them to just get in there and eat everything would be better. And I know those kind of things exist, but this is good. I think this kind of feeder will work better for things like a drier feed, like a scratch grain, or any kind of dry feed that you get at the store would work better for this kind of feeder. In my thing, what I'm trying to do with the wet rice and beans fermented type thing, they can't reach everything in there because of the way it's designed. So they're getting most of it, but not everything. And that's kind of annoying, but it works and it keeps the food up off the ground. So I think if you're looking for something like this for your chickens, it does work. But maybe if you're doing something like I'm doing, you might want to think of a better way to do the rice and beans or whatever kind of, like a fermented wet feed like that. If you're fermenting your scratch grains, might not be the best way to do it. Maybe just put it in like an open container on the ground or something up off the ground. That's what I'm trying to do, keep their food off the ground. And it does that very well, but it's just not perfect. Okay, so you can see here, I had to clean this out. And I'm trying just to use this now for this kind of feed that I'm trying to get away from, but I still have, and I want to offer it to them as a free choice thing. So I'm gonna see if they'll eat out of here. This actually put quite a bit more weight on here. Another thing, a criticism of this, well, I don't know if it's a criticism, when it's really light, the chickens can, even though it's up off the ground here, the chickens put their heads in here and are strong enough to kind of tip it over and out of the hinges here. But I noticed now that I filled this up really with a lot of weight of this layer pellets, that it's a lot heavier and it's really held in place. So I'm curious if this will be better. See, they're eating the rice and beans. I'm trying not to put on the ground as much, but I don't have a bowl for them at the moment. But I'm gonna put the lid on here and see if they'll eat this layer pellet. I think this works better for this kind of food because it'll more easily drop to the bottom as they eat what's down on the bottom. And yeah, I just think this is the way it's probably meant to be designed. I'm gonna put the lid back on. Yeah, this is definitely better. Don't see any waste coming out either. These birds got soaking wet yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, this is working out very well for this kind of stuff. I think they like this. So one thing that I struggled with was on the waterer. On the inside of the waterer, there's this black winged nut that you were supposed to tighten the orange waterer cups on the inside. And because of the design of it, I don't know if it's a flaw or just one that they messed up for this specific one, but there's like an X on the bottom. I guess it's like elevated up to keep like the food from sitting directly flat on the ground. But the problem is the one side, the X, blocked. You couldn't even start to twist the nut on. And I kind of wonder if somebody returned this model and I got a returned model, because it looked like there was some like cuts in the bottom of like the plastic container, like they were really trying to figure out how to get that nut on. But what I ended up doing, I just cut off with my pruners. I cut off the little winged ends of the nut, so it was just the circular nut without the wings ends on it, and I was able to twist it on, but it's still a little tight. So I don't know if that was just for this model or they're all like that, but Yeah, it was hard to get that one side's nut on the inside, but figured that out. It's all set up. There's no leaks in the water. The food, the feeder looks awesome. They figured out they have to put their whole heads in there to get their food. So they actually will get liquid from the water, and they'll actually get liquid from inside the feeder too, because the rice and beans comes cooked in that nice nutrient-rich liquid, almost like a thick broth. So they'll get to drink that too, so they'll stay hydrated. One thing I might do in the winter months is just what I've been doing is every day cooking a fresh batch of rice and beans, 1 cup rice, 1 cup of dry beans, and put in the pressure cooker for 30 minutes on high. And then it takes not that long, less than an hour, and then it's fresh and it's hot. So even when freezing temperatures, if I'm bringing that out every day, they're going to get that warm liquid along with the food every day. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up this video on that feeder and water reset that I got from Roosty's. I think looking back, I think I gave it a mixed review, but I actually think it's a pretty good product for the most part. I was a little disappointed that it didn't work for the purpose that I was hoping it would work for with the rice and beans. There's too much rice and beans because of the way it's designed that they weren't able to get because of the things that go down in it. But I have filled it up with some layer pellets, and it seems to be working just fine for that purpose. So I'm going to find something else to give them the rice and beans every day so it doesn't waste all of the liquid and everything gets eaten, because I need to put it something that it's not on the ground anymore. But anyway, I think it's a good product. You can check out Roosty's store. This wasn't a sponsored post or anything like that. They didn't send that to me. I bought it myself because I saw it and I got excited because I needed something to improve how I'm feeding my chickens, and I think it will do that. So my plan with this rice and beans thing is to feed them the rice and beans every day, but also supplement with the layer pellets as I have them. So they have free choice and they won't complain that they're hungry because they're getting plenty of things. And they're also getting the black soldier fly larva, which you can click my link below if you're interested in feeding your own chickens some black soldier fly larva. Use my code TinyFarm and you could go to Grubterra's website and get some of those black soldier fly larvae for your own chickens. I'd appreciate that, and that'd benefit our channel. But yeah, anyway, that's going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. If you're new here, I'd appreciate that very much. All right, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.